time and space. Difficult concepts to learn. Impossible to master. How can you even breathe in the face of such cosmic grandeur? Close your mouth. It's time for Jeff Galactus. Welcome back, champions. My name's Jeff Galactus, and this is my show. We're broadcasting live straight from my living room here in the cosmic void, center of the universe. Galaxies quake at the sight of my armoire. We're gonna look at another game. This one was recommended to me by the all-knowing, all-seeing cosmic intelligence, who shall remain nameless, as we do not speak our truths to mortals. But you might have heard of this one. It's called AMID. This one was made by some guys what call themselves indefatigable, which is my kind of word, as that's exactly what I am. You'll never see an ounce of fatigue in my eyes. AMID is what folks are calling a retro FPS, a throwback to the heyday of shooting games. This means nothing to me. I exist in all times. There is no nostalgia when your existence stretches across the temporal rift. While this is a shooter, there are no guns here in AMID. Just cosmic staves and magic blades forged in the heart of the cosmos. Which really is wherever you want it to be. When all of space and time is infinite, anywhere and any win can be at its center. Embrace this. I certainly have. Let's take a look at this game. The plot? Travel through interdimensional gateways, cleansing the sacred lands of the corruption brought on by an evil force. Or as I like to call it, a mild Sunday morning. A pre-brunch workout. This is child's play, but that does not mean I'm not here for it. Cosmic violence is my whole thing. If we're going to talk about AMID, the first thing that we really have to talk about, in fact the main thing that we have to talk about, is the weapons. Because the weapons are what make it. We can talk about the levels, the game design, all that's great. That's great. The level design's great, the enemies are fine. Whatever. That's all I have to say. The weapons are the selling point. You're going to start off with the axe of the Black Labyrinth. You might look at this thing and say, oh, that just looks like your typical old melee weapon. You know, like the axe in Quake or the cleric's mace in Hexen. And as soon as I get something good, you'll never see this thing again. Bullshit. This thing is an ass beater. It rips and tears and destroys with the best of them. The axe of the Black Labyrinth is as metal as it sounds, both in composition and in soul, in spirit. The axe of the Black Labyrinth. As you swing at your opponent, it brings them in closer for an up-in-your-face ass beating. It destroys them. It's an absolute crusher. Absolute crusher. It's wonderful. And of course, this is a place that I guess we need to talk about soul mode. What's soul mode? Soul mode is an all-fire. It's great. It's whatever. You know, you fill up a meter with souls as you kill enemies. It's that kind of thing. As soon as it's full, your whole screen goes wishy-woo. You can right-click. You're in it. And that sounds fairly routine. But what soul mode does is bring out the true ass beatery of these weapons. The cosmic ass beating that lies within each of these weapons is unleashed by soul mode. That is why it is important. Let me talk at you about the soul mode for the axe of the Black Labyrinth. What does it do? Turns it into a meat grinder. Still sucking in your prey, still ripping this. There's a whole boss in this game that I couldn't get around until I just decided, hey, I'm going to turn the soul mode on and get in his face with the axe of the Black Labyrinth.
I'd been fighting with him for 10 minutes, and I destroyed him in 10 seconds. Wonderful. Wonderful. This weapon will always be in your wheelhouse. Always. Never forget that the Axe of the Black Labyrinth is there if you want to be somebody in the cosmos. Weapon number 2 is the Staff of the Azure Orb. It's kind of a froofy name. I don't really dig it, but it's a pretty good weapon. It's pretty good, you know, the first mana-based weapon that you find. Its basic attack shoots out a couple of little blue orbs that have seeking properties. They are homing orbs. It's pretty good for distance stuff, especially if you're not up against some of the bigger guys. You got some fodder to deal with that's off in the distance. You don't want to wait for them to come to you. This is good stuff. Its soul mode is just rapid fire, except they don't do homing, so it's okay. It's okay, but don't waste your soul mode on it, that's all I'm saying. Weapon number 3 here is the Whisper's Edge. This might just look like a sword, might just look like a melee weapon, but that is deceptive. This is your shotgun. This is your workhorse. What it does is it sends out a slice that will rip through your enemies, much in the way of your shotgun in any other FPS game. It's great. It's good. If it kills an enemy, keeps going, hits the next one. It's good. It's good. It's good. Its all fire is that slice of energy keeps going after it hits anything, and then starts bouncing off walls. It doesn't even have to kill a thing to slice through it and then bounce back and hit it again. Wonderful. Wonderful. This is where shit starts getting really good. Weapon number 4 is the Voltride. The Voltride just looks like a little trident thing. It's not a very inspired design decision. Just looks like something carried by a sea god. I don't really like sea gods. They think they're hot shit. You know, if there's anything that's the opposite of a space god, it's a sea god. I'm out here in the cosmic infinite, and they're down there in the finite wetness. Who's better? Is it you, with your rippling muscles and your nice shining tan? Or is it me, who sails through the sun itself? You think that it is some kind of badge, some kind of remarkable feat that the sun scorches you as you're underwater, as you lay upon a beach? No, no sir. The feat is to fly this close to the sun and look this pure. Never will I get skin cancer. Melanoma's not coming for me. I dance with melanoma and I win. I know dances aren't typically a competition, but everything is in the cosmic infinite. Everything is a competition. People think nothing lives in space. Well, I have to tell you that everything lives in space. Everything. And everything is a fight for survival. Oh yeah, the Voltride. The Voltride is a great weapon. It's a fantastic weapon. It looks like it's just kind of a hit scanning lightning thing, and it is, but once you kill an enemy with it, you might have seen in the use of other weapons, overkill. This doesn't mean much with most weapons, but with the Voltride, as soon as you overkill a son of a bitch, that energy builds up within them and arcs to everything around them, destroying anything in its path. The Voltride is wonderful. Soul Mode turns it into basically your Quake lightning gun. Still great, still has that overkill mechanic. Wonderful, use this. This will be one of your workhorses. I guarantee it. If it's not, you're doing it wrong. And coming in at the number 5 slot is the Celestial Claw. Look at this thing. This thing shoots planets. That's real life. You might think that this is some kind of unbelievable fantasy, but nothing is closer to the truth. You think that your planet isn't ammunition in great cosmic wars? Oh, I guarantee you, son, it is. It always is. You've been fired at more dark deities than you could even imagine. Right now, you're hurling through time. You're hurling through all parallel worlds on a collision course with the darkest of evils. That's just how the universe works, and it's a goddamn shame that none of you know it. But I'm here to educate, if nothing else. If nothing else, I'm here to tell you how the cosmos works. What are you going to listen to, a Neil deGrasse Tyson? Fuck him. He doesn't know shit. He only knows what he can see and what he can observe with mathematics. There is no math in the cosmos. We don't care. We got C's in that shit out here. And it doesn't matter. You don't need to know physics to ride the cosmic waves. That's all I'm saying. It's intuition. It's intuition for a space god. But the Celestial Claw. The Celestial Claw might functionally just be a rocket launcher. Sure, that's why it's in the number 5 slot. That's rocket launcher slot. That's just gospel. But it still feels like so much more. It feels like so much more. Soul Mode? Soul Mode fires suns. It fires stars. That's canon too. Number 6 is the Star of Torment. Looks like a mace. It's really a fletchet weapon. I don't have a whole lot to say about it, but it rocks. It's incredible. It might just be a fletchet weapon, but it's a damn good one. It nails your prey to the wall. Nails them to it. And their corpses stay there for eternity, because what's going to happen to an eternal evil being? They're going to be pinned to a wall for eternity. That's just science. Soul Mode on it, it's overcharged. It's an overcharged version of what it does. Goes into the enemy, blows them up, sprays these things everywhere. It's cool. It's cool. It is cool. Number 7 is the Eternal. It's BFG. It's a BFG. It's purple BFG. I don't know what you want me to tell you about it. It's cool. It sends a single beam out. Doesn't really touch anybody, but it sends arcs out that destroys them in their path. It is actually pretty much exactly what the BFG is in Doom Eternal. It's great. It's great, especially if you need to clear a room. But where its real strength lies is that Soul Mode. That goddamn Soul Mode, where it spits black holes. This is something I'm well versed in. I am a black hole spitting motherfucker. Only I don't need some weird whooshy-doo weapon. I just need my eyes. I just need my eyes to target and my mouth to aim. It sucks enemies in and destroys them. You lose their souls in the process, though. You're not getting those back, so roll with it. As I said, I'm not breaking down the levels just because I don't think that they're not noteworthy. Not in a bad way. They're incredible. They're well made. They're well made. But there's nothing I can say about them that's going to convince you to play this game if you're not convinced by this arsenal, this celestial arsenal. It's well-crafted gameplay. It's a good time. Kind of starts out pretty fast-paced. Level after level. There's 7 episodes. They all have different lengths. It might have this many levels in one, this many levels in the other. But when you get to the shorter ones at the end, when you get to the last few episodes, what they end up doing is making smaller levels that drag out a little bit more. And that might offend your sensibilities. It offended mine until I realized that they replaced this fast-paced action with grandeur. And yes, this low-poly, low-resolution game understands grandeur more than even your most, I don't know, what kind of games do they make now? It takes Amazon Prime forever to get out of here. I'm not really up on it. Internet just as slow. When are you seeing this? I submitted it 40 days ago. That's how it works. You think subspace is an adequate conduit over billions of miles? Where am I right now? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows where this cosmic space is? I can tell you that's the Milky Way. That's because, I went to 3rd grade in space. Space 3rd grade. We do need to talk about episode 2, though. Episode 2, just as well made as anything else, but I hate it. I hate it. You're fighting parasites. These weird intergalactic parasites. They look like some shit from Resident Evil 4. Oh, Lord, I do not like parasites, especially big eyeball parasites. Gross. Gross. Hate parasites. Remind me of, remember that episode of the Star Trek where the Data saw mouths on people. He wanted to stab them. It ended up being some invisible cosmic space parasites. Those are real. Space parasites are creepy. Creepy. I don't like any parasites. I don't like tapeworms. I don't like that movie Parasite. I'm not a big fan of subtitles. I didn't really understand what was going on. I've lived forever, but I only understand one language. That's all you need. Pretty much everyone speaks English throughout the cosmos. I just want you to understand that this show, I know we premiered talking about rage, which I hated. But this show is a celebration, and if anything needs to be celebrated, it's AMID. AMID's great. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't think this is gonna be a 20-minute episode. What's 20 minutes? Who's got 20 minutes? I got all the time in the world. I'm eternal, but you don't. I'm here to bring you fast-paced action. I'm here to get to the point, and the point is AMID is well worth your $25 US dollars. That's what we spend in space. We're American out here. Heartland of the cosmos. I am contractually obligated to ask you to like this video if you liked it. You can hit the dislike if you did not like it, but if you do that, please leave a comment so that you can say some shit to my face. Also, you can subscribe for more videos like this. We will see you in the next one. Is that good enough for the check? Can we license 3 AM by Matchbox 20 to be my theme song? It's a good one.